Hi guys, back again for the last part of my perfumes for bedtime. So let's start with Cotton Musk by Ulric de Varens. Now this is a perfume that I was kind of confused by when I first got it, because I was trying to work out, is this called Cotton Musk because it's supposed to smell like laundry, which it kind of does? Or is it cotton musk because it's supposed to smell like cotton candy, which it also kind of does. So this is quite a strange combination. It definitely has a kind of, it's a bit like the clean, fresh laundry kind of accord. But then there's an incredible sweetness in this that I do think smells like cotton candy. So this could be too sweet for some people. It could be really overwhelming. It obviously has this ridiculous bottle, which I absolutely love. It's so kitsch. It's like so 90s style. But I really like this one. I think it's really cozy and comfortable to wear. And while I'm on the subject of this, I mean, I think I got this from makeup.uk, and it's quite a big bottle. You can get it, I think this is 100ml. You can get it for super cheap. About like 20 quid, I think, for this big bottle, which is just so cute. I just really like it. So this one's really good. And while I'm at it, I will mention the other one, which is Sexy Musk. So this is also Ulric de Varens, and this one, when you first spray this, it smells literally identical to cotton musk. It smells exactly the same, but then when it dries down, you get the iris, because the thing with cotton musk, the notes in it make no sense. It's got like bitter orange, it's got all these florals. I don't think it smells like any of that stuff, whereas this one has notes of powder and iris and musk. But definitely at first, it also has that kind of cotton candy sweetness to it. And it smells fresh and clean the way that cotton musk does. But then it dries down into a powdery, musky iris scent. And at that point, it starts to resemble, although it doesn't smell exactly the same, it definitely has a bit of a vibe of Glossier You. So, but this is like a £5 perfume for this little 30ml. So it might be a good one to check out if you do like that kind of powdery iris smell. This is very sweet. It's really pretty. It's a really nice skin scent. It doesn't seem to have that kind of sort of what can be quite chemically for some people, that kind of molecule-y style perfume. I can't remember if it's Ambroxan or Isoe Super or something maybe that's in the Glossier You, but I don't think it has that. I think it's kind of just something that smells a bit like it but doesn't have the same chemicals in it, because I really struggle with especially Ambroxan is a disaster for me. But yeah, I think it's really pretty and it's such a bargain. And then just to finish off the kind of clean laundry trio, clean, classic clean, simply clean. I have to say, cotton musk really does have like a little bit of a vibe of this, but it's a bit sweeter. And this one has lavender in it. So this one is even better for me for like kind of nighttimey stuff. It's so relaxing, but it smells so fresh and clean, and it's got such an intense sweetness in here. Beautiful. It's got the same fresh laundry accord as my clean fresh laundry and lavender eau fraiche, so it has that same vibe, but this one smells thicker. It smells way sweeter. I think there is, I can't remember if there's tonka bean in it, but there's something very sweet in the base of this one. And yeah, it just smells like lavender, fresh laundry, really good. Unlike Eau Fraiche, it doesn't smell wet. It smells like it's been tumble dried with a delicious kind of, I mean, I guess that people say it's like a tumble dryer sheet, but I love it. I love this one. I think it's really sweet, and it's a really good, clean freshie for people who don't like freshies that are too sharp or citrusy. Really, really pretty. So let's do this big boy right now. So this is Jeanne Arthes Macaron Armond. Now I put this one in here because there is something very comforting and cozy about this, even though for me this is very, very sweet. But I know some people like really, really super sweet gourmands for bed. So this is, I think it's got plum, or is it prune or plum? It's either prune or plum. I think it might be prune. Might be both actually in the top, so there is a slight fruitiness, but then you've got the almond and there's a real sweet creaminess going on here, but then you have heliotrope, and I really can smell the heliotrope here. I'm just going to quickly try. Yep, so I just had a quick look at the box, and it's prune, plum, almond, and it's then got heliotrope, orange blossom, and then it's got milk and vanilla. So it is creamy. It's got a slightly fruity vibe. Thankfully, I don't get a huge amount of orange blossom because I'm not mad for that, but it's a lot of heliotrope. So there's a slight powderiness, but it's milk and vanilla. So it's very sweet, creamy, tasty. It's soft, this one. Jeanne Arthes do tend to be relatively soft because they're quite a cheap perfume, but this is an eau de parfum. I have the Pavlova one as well, and I think that one is too tangy and fruity to be like a bedtime scent, but this one I think is really soothing and soft. I really do like this one. I've had a few different perfumes in this vein. I think this one does have certain similarities to the Yum Pistachio, but it's almond and not pistachio, you know, but it does have the same kind of vibe as that one, but it's not quite as sickly sweet to me because it doesn't have that kind of marshmallowiness, but it's got the kind of creamy vanilla-iness. And it's also quite similar, but I think nicer than the Reminiscence. What was that one called? I think it's actually called Heliotrope. It does have a real similarity to heliotrope. I wasn't so keen on heliotrope because there was patchouli in it. There was a lot going on with that perfume. So for the first like 20 minutes of wearing that, it didn't smell quite like this one does. And then it kind of dries down to smell like an almond and heliotrope perfume. So yeah, this one's really, really nice. Then let's go for something a bit musky. So this is one where I still can't entirely remember. This is Lovely You by Sarah Jessica Parker, and I can't entirely remember what the notes are in this. I think it's like, pretty sure there's plum blossom, there's a lot of musk, it's sweet, it's got a slightly kind of baby powdery smell about this, and I feel like this is like a cross between Demeter baby powder and Jovan musk, the original one. So it's got a real kind of sexy skin musk smell to it, slightly floral with a bit of baby powder. It's incredibly light, this perfume. I think it's really pretty, but it's very, very light. And so when I've worn it, I've realised, oh, this is definitely a bedtime scent to me, because I think that this is very soft and skin-like. It's got a sweetness to it, like I said, a powderiness. It's got a beautiful skin musk kind of vibe. So yeah, that I think is a really nice perfume for bedtime. If you like something that's maybe slightly more mature, if you see what I mean. It doesn't smell like a kind of very young girly perfume. It smells like a grown woman scent to me. But I think it's super, super pretty. I do like it. That's why I've kept hold of this. So, and plus it's a sprayer rather than a rollerball, which most of her other smaller ones are. Okay, let's go into full on. Oh my goodness. I'm obsessed with this perfume. This is Periwinkle and Iris. It's hard to see, but it does have a periwinkle blue liquid in here. This is Vera Wang, one of her Embrace range. In my other video, I had the one that has lavender in it, lavender and tuberose. This one, Periwinkle and Iris, I understand it's called Periwinkle because of the colour of this liquid. But in my view, this is a violet and iris cream perfume. There is actually a note in this of whipped cream. There is a note of this in this of sugar, and then it has violet and iris. In warmer weather I get more iris, in colder weather I get more violet, but either way it's intensely sweet, but it's very soft, beautiful, pretty. It smells like something a fairy would wear. I think it's beautiful for like evenings and mornings. I'm re-obsessed with this because I've had this one for a while. I do have a backup of this. You get these little 30ml bottles. You can also get the body sprays of these, which I've heard are pretty good. So yeah, I mean, it's very sweet. If you don't like really sweet and sugary perfumes, you won't like it, because this definitely smells like chantilly cream. And when I first reviewed this, and I stand by it, it kind of reminds me of Violet Taps, you know, the violet cream sweets. It's so pretty. But yeah, very, very sweet and sugary. Not for the faint of heart if you don't like sugary perfumes. But there is not too much vanilla. And that's why I don't find it sickly, but I think it's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Love it. I definitely can smell that iris more now that it's warmer weather. It gives it much more of a powdery quality. Oh, it's just gorgeous. So if we stick with lavender, this is, I mean, this one I know is discontinued, so it might be hard to find. This is Burberry Brit, and this is Rhythm. Not Rhythm Floral. I hate that perfume. I think it smells a bit like cool water or something. I really don't think it smells anything like this or the other Brit. This doesn't really smell anything like the original Brit, to be honest. But this one, the Rhythm, is a lavender perfume, and I think this smells really like a lavender body cream. I've heard people say that it smells like a nappy cream, but I've never had kids. I don't know what a nappy cream smells like. But to me, it almost smells like a lavender hair conditioner, and it does get very, very sweet. It's super pretty. It's really hard to describe it, but yeah, if you can imagine like a really classy, expensive, sweet conditioner that has lavender in it, that's what I think this smells like. I think for some people the dry down of this could be sickly because it gets so sweet, and not in a vanilla-y way, but like in a sugary way, you know, or like a kind of maybe tonka beanie way. If you can get hold of it, worth trying. I know that in the UK you can get samples of this really easily, so if you just wanted to smell it and try it out rather than trying to actually find a bottle, now it's discontinued. Gorgeous. I think it's really pretty, and I've been waiting for colder weather to wear this one. So yeah, I'm quite excited about this one. I think it's really comforting and really pretty. If you can't get hold of this and you're not too bothered about the lavender side of things, then two other perfumes that definitely have something in common with this that I've actually ones I've decluttered because they were so body lotiony, and for some reason when it's body lotiony and it has a lavender body lotion, it kind of reminds me a bit of Twilight. So this one I like and I want to keep. But the Softly perfumes from Jill Sanders, so the original Softly and Softly Eau de Petals, both have elements of this in them. They both smell a bit like a sort of body lotion conditioner kind of smell. They're both pretty soothing and pretty. So yeah, maybe try those if you can't get hold of these. But like I said, you can easily get a sample of this. In fact, you can get like tons of samples and then just use those. They're really, really nice. But I do like this bottle. And then we've got... This is a relatively new one to me, and I think it's really pretty. This is Lanvin, Fleurs de Lanvin, Blue Orchid. There is a soft, pretty gentleness to this. It does actually have a really light blue liquid as well. This, I think, smells like a love child of a non-medicinal version of Baccarat Rouge 540 and Chanel Chanson Tendre. So it's another one that has a little bit of a slightly kind of body lotiony vibe about it. It has that kind of beautiful body care smell, but it also has a really intense sweetness, and there is iris. I think there's violet in this as well. It's really very light, pretty, soft. It definitely smells like something you could wear to bed. It's like, I think probably really crowd pleasing, this one. I think it's got like a little bit of the DNA of two perfumes that lots of people really, really love. And I think it works really nicely together, and I like this combination because I'm kind of sick of both of those profiles on their own. But for some reason in this, when it's both of them together, I'm really digging it. I think it's really pretty and a beautiful bottle. And I mean, I think I got this for about £12 for this. I think this is a 50ml. So pretty. And look at the back. It's so gorgeous. I just love it. So yeah, that one's great. Then in a bit of a different direction, this is another one that maybe has a slight body care vibe about it, as I think a lot of Lacoste, as with Jill Sanders, does. This is Pour Femme Intense. Now, this one I was super excited about. I'm still going to try it in colder weather because I'm still not sure what I'm going to get. But this is Rose, Caramel, Sandalwood. And it's very sweet. It does have like a kind of toffee caramel smell in it. It's not like massively salty or anything. It's very sandalwoody. I was just slightly hoping for a bit more rose, and in the warmer weather I've not managed to get much rose, but I'm hoping in colder weather I'm going to get a bit more rose, because I love the idea of rose, caramel and sandalwood. But what I did think about this when I've tried it, it's very light, it's very soft. I don't think it's something I'd necessarily wear out of the house. It very much feels like a cozy bedtime kind of, or jumpery kind of smell to me, and I think that a lot of people would really appreciate how kind of soft and pretty this is. Yeah, I really think it's not really a wear it to work, wear it out of the house kind of smell. This very much smells like a snuggling up kind of smell to me. Really pretty, very gentle caramel, not too sickly. Yeah, quite an interesting one, that. So this is Chill Out by Oriflame. This is woody. Yes, I think it's cedarwood, lavender and vanilla. There's other notes in here for sure, but it is just like a super easy, pretty, very sweet woody lavender smell. It's unisex. You do get maybe a slight vibe of anise, because I think sometimes with lavender you do, but you don't get like the kind of patchouli vibe that you get with Montgalon. And I think this is just so pretty, so cheap and easy to wear. I think it's really very pretty, but then I think Montgalon's really pretty as well. But the lavender in this is quite strong, and so I think this is like a really nice chill out. Is exactly right. It's really soothing, calming, pretty, and I just think it's great. So yeah, so I'm gonna end my series of videos here, because I think I probably need to do like a cozy like jumper kind of video as well at some point, just so I can talk about all the things that I find super cozy, and I like to wear like what I think of my kind of jumpery perfumes, you know. So anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this little series. I hope that you liked some of these perfumes, or that if you've got them, let me know what you think, or if you've bought them because you've seen this video, let me know how you get on. But yeah, so that's my little bunch of yummy bedtime perfumes over and done with. Bye guys.